Today on the channel, we coming for you with Booker T, WWE vs. WCW Walmart exclusive Monday Night Wars.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, back again with another Monday Night Wars Elite unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got Booker T, the regular edition. But for all your Booker T needs and a whole lot more, better hit up Walmart. But for all your wrestling needs, hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And what can you say about Booker T, one of the great Hall of Famers in wrestling history? Booker T is a fun one for me as well, as I do remember him for the first time way back in the GWF days as a little kid running home from school. It would start at 3 o'clock my time. I got out of school at 3:10. It was about a 10-minute run home for me, and I would do a dead sprint home every single day, and I would get home every single day right after the first commercial break of GWF was ending. So I got to see a lot of Booker T at a very early age. Then, of course, him going to WCW, his time through WCW over into WWE till now. So always fun when you can really follow a career forever. And a lot of those guys came through the GWF, like the Marcus Alexander Bagwells of the world and the Patriots, and following him from the AWA in there. So always fun, a little wrestling history, of course, and Booker T, a standout performer. It's interesting, though, when I think of Booker T in my head, I first go to King Booker, which is absolutely wild because I knew him more from Harlem Heat days. I know some people think of him from WCW TV title and, of course, world title runs as well. But I wonder if most people think of him, of course, from Harlem Heat. I would have to think, right? So I guess you answer it in the question or in the comments down below. When you close your eyes, when you hit the pillow at night, as most of us do, and you start thinking about Booker T, which don't we all every night before we go to bed? What do you think of him? As Harlem Heat? The Ebony Experience, maybe? G.I. Bro? Do you think of him as solo time at WCW? Do you think of him as King Booker? You guys let me know in the comments down below. But let's dive into this one. This is the regular edition. The white is the chase edition. Still on the hunt for that one. Hopefully that turns up here sooner rather than later. But we do get Booker T right here with the TV title. That was really his step into singles popularity, as singles history for him. And I remember he had that, was it Best of 7 with Chris Benoit over like the TV title or something like that. But I remember I saw one of those live in person back in the day, and I was a huge Benoit guy. He was my favorite wrestler up until he died. That was a modern performer, I guess we'd say. Obviously, that was a tragedy beyond words, but I remember him and Booker T having many a good matches over the years. But very cool to get Booker T in a solo run here, and always cool to get the WCW TV title as well. Now, we got Golga down here. We'll build him in the separate video. Stay tuned for that. Glamour shot, Elite, WWE, big window, Monday Night Wars. Booker T right there. He's ready to go throw down for that TV title. He's going to take on Disco Inferno and all comers. Watch out, Alex Wright. He's coming for you, too. Booker T on the side, certified authentic. No grandmas will be confused with that on there, of course. Elite logo. Cross-sell down below, unboxing every single one of these on the channel. Make sure you check out those videos. Very end, we're going to build Golga, and we'll rank the entire way from my least favorite to my favorite, so stay tuned to that as well. Booker T looking only like a Booker T could look in the background there. And, of course, tail of the tape in the blurb. Let's see what it says about one Booker T. From Nitro, December 29th, 1997. From Houston, Texas, hot year-round, of course. Height 6'3", weight 256 pounds. Finisher, that dreaded Harlem Hangover. Booker T's rise from tag team specialist to single stars started when he defeated Disco Inferno for the television championship. Career highlights: World Heavyweight Champion, WCW Heavyweight Champion, United States Champion. So Booker T, a guy that gets around like a young Booker T in the MGs, I think is what that is like, if I'm not mistaken. But looking very good. See you later. Oh my gosh, off the wall, off the retros. Like a young Hakeem Olajuwon. Yes, Houston Rockets' own Hakeem Olajuwon. Keeping it Houston themed right here today. Looking very good right there in the old plastic prison. Got the Golga arms, the Golga extra hands. I guess you could use these hands for Booker T if you wanted to. Maybe the skin tones wouldn't match so well. But it is choose your own adventure. We know how that goes. And it looks like he's locked down with some twist ties as well. Todd McFarlane style from the couch is what that is. Gonna free old Booker T from this plastic prison. Free him from these chains around his heart is what we're gonna try to do here. What is going on? Oh my gosh, we're locked in at the feet too. Of course we are. Of course we are. Why wouldn't we be? Can I get in there? Can we snip it? We're just gonna power through. That's what we're gonna do right there. We're gonna just power through. Get these twist ties out maybe. And maybe not. Maybe I'll just give up. Clyde Drexler style. Shout out to the Rockets, of course. Clyde Drexler, most known for a Portland trailblazer, of course, trailblazing the way once upon a time. But also a lot of people know him from his Rocket days. And didn't he go to college down there in Houston too? Old Clyde Drexler. Clyde the Glide, a legend, of course. We got all these Golga parts. Like I said, we'll take care of that in a separate video. Be ready for that video. Be ready for that video. TV title. Rockin' and rollin', struttin' and strollin', always cool to get the World Television Championship. WCW, not quite as iconic as the NWA TV title, but cool enough, that is for sure. A very special title belt. A lot of champions carrying that title belt, including Hacksaw Jim Duggan finding it in the garbage once upon a time. So shout out to old Hacksaw there. Now we do get 2 extra hands here with him. We get 2 fists of Booker T Fury, and then we get 2 open hands. So choose your own Booker T hand adventure there. And then we do got those glasses there, those Harlem Heat glasses. Looking good. Like a young John Lennon really back in the day is what that looks like. But now we're diving into old Booker T. I'm here for it. I like this solo Booker T right here. Still feels very Harlem Heat-esque, of course, as you got those Harlem Heat flames going on. Almost reminds you of Bam Bam Bigelow. You could pair him up and do a tag team in your Fig Fed with Bam Bam if you wanted to, but the flames throughout here, they're getting higher and higher like a ring of fire with June and Johnny Cash. That's what it looks like right there. You got BT on the side of the boots there, the red and black attack on the boots looking good. Got some flames on those black gloves as well. I got the fingerless gloves on here. The Harbinger, weren't they Harbinger gloves back in the day? I had a pair I used to use for weightlifting back in the day. I always felt like a young Booker T. I'd be in the gym lifting the weights and I'd have the same gloves as him. I said, I'm looking in the mirror, I look like Booker T here. I am Booker T right now. It just took the gloves and people would get us confused all the time. We looked very similar, let me tell you. But love the new head sculpt on Booker T here. He's got that yelling mouth there, an open mouth, got that short hair going on, got the Breathe Right strip. Really should have invested in Breathe Right strips back in the day, Booker T. Maybe he did. Maybe he made his millions off that one. Who knows? Got 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth, playing all those hits, but a fabulous head sculpt. I would know this is Booker T if somebody handed this to me, that is for sure. Got the jacked up torso here, a little skinnier than he ended up being. I think he did put on some muscle when he went to WWE, but still looks pretty good, all things considered. Arms all the way around for us right there, bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows, playing all the hits right there. Hands back and forth removable, head back and forth removable. Got a nice ab crunch on there, waist articulation. Leg goes up. I was a little worried. We had some Vietnam problems, but it's just a little bit tight, but it does work out. Both legs go up, thigh cut. Double jointed, pinless knees. The hits continue. Boot cut, ankles, back, forth, side to side, up and down. That new ankle articulation that we're getting here. Looking pretty good, all things considered there. And then, of course, will he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% at ringside. And what do you know? Fits on a stand. A fabulous, fabulous Booker T. We had a Booker T very similar in the old Marvel Toy Biz WCW line. A line that is some of the hottest of hottest wrestling garbage. I hate to offend out there, but there's certain lines I just don't like. I didn't like the WCW Toy Biz. I didn't like the Jakks R3, and I did not like the Jakks Titantron. That was my dark years of wrestling collecting fandom. I was not collecting. I didn't like what those were. I was thankful for the Ruthless Aggression style to come and bring me back into the game, but it just depends where you were in your collecting headspace. I know some people absolutely love those lines. I am not a fan at all. I had a lot over the years just because of collecting. You end up with lots and different things. And I think we even did a So Hard to Say Goodbye WCW figures and Titantron figures, separate videos on the channel about 5 years ago on the channel. So check those out. I'm probably horrible in those videos. And who's to say I'm not horrible now, I guess. But not a fan of those, but it is cool. Homage. Oh, Todd McFarlane always starts with that. Tomato, Missouri. Oh, we could go on for days, me and Todd from the couch, but I do like how this represents kind of that WCW Toy Biz. I still like that little nostalgia action right there. So there's old Booker T looking good. However, this wasn't the only Booker T solo run Walmart exclusive over the years. Nuh-uh. We go back to the basic flashback series probably 6 years ago. I don't know, 8 years ago. Who knows, as we did get a basic Booker T from a solo run. So very cool to get that one against this. A very forgotten about Booker T figure, of course, from his time in WCW. So very fun to get the yin and yang here. Still on the hunt for the white one, as I did say. Hopefully I'll track that down sooner rather than later. But there it is, old Booker T. What's your guys' thoughts on this one? A pickup, a pass, a long game, a no game? I'm not so sure game. Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell, as we got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over there on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. Check out my new TikTok channel. Don't forget Sir Paul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram as well. So for Booker T and the Monday Night Wars, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
We're going to the end of the line.